Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna create this event flyer design in Photoshop, and then we're gonna animate it in After Effects. It's gonna be a very simple tutorial. I'll go slow so that you can follow along. Let's get started. Create a new canvas by going to the File and New, and select a resolution of 1080 by 1080 and create. Let's create a gradient, which is this. Go inside this blue and select this and drag it from the bottom and up here. If you hold down Shift, that will get you a perfect straight line. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this background. Let's import our image. I'm going to drag and drop the image from the window here and scale it up. Hold down Alt, drag it, that will scale it from the center. Hit Enter on the keyboard, right click on the image layer and rasterize the layer. Go down here and click this select subject. Photoshop will select the subject. There you have it. And then click on this. And we're gonna remove this little background here. Select this rectangle marquee tool. Select this and make sure the background color is at black. Control and backspace on the keyboard. That will remove everything. Control D to deselect. Okay, so I'm going to select this gradient tool and I'm going to refine the color here. I'm going to pick the color of this, something like this, and the second color to something like darker blue. Right, I'll leave that for now. I can come back anytime and refine the colors. Okay, all right, let's move ahead and create the background text, which is very easy. Grab the text tool. I'm using this font type Toxic. Okay, select the color of your choice. I'm going to select this color and I'm going to scale it up, something like this, or maybe I want to scale the image up a touch, something like this, and go to the layer and drag this layer just below the image. So I'm going to rename this to model. Okay, and this is going to be the BG for background. The reason why I am renaming this is that when we're importing this file to After Effects, it's going to be a lot more easier for you to figure out which layer is which. Okay, so make sure you have the habit of renaming and organizing the layers. That way you'll be fine while compositing things in After Effects. So I'm going to duplicate this, select the text, hold down Alt on the keyboard and drag it down. And if you hold down Shift at the same time, it will go perfectly straight like this. Okay, and I'm going to do the same again one more time. Okay, we're gonna select the top text here. We're gonna duplicate this, Control J to duplicate it, and put this text above the model here. And we're going to right click, go inside the blending options, and here I'm going to change this opacity to 0 and go inside stroke, and I'm going to add a stroke of 1 pixel and choose the color of blue, and you have this. All right, now that you have the text, we're gonna add a little glow at the background. I'm going to select the brush, hit B. I'm going to create a new layer just above this background. Click here and I'm gonna rename this glow. Just to increase the brush size, hold down Alt on the keyboard, right click and drag the mouse. That will make it smaller and bigger like this. If you right click, you can change the settings of the brush, the hardness to 0 like this, and I'm gonna paint it just one click like that. And you can change this blending mode to screen. Let's grab this rectangle tool. Make sure you're in the shape. I don't want any fill, and a stroke of white color, and I'm going to draw a box like this. All right, let's create the text. Grab the text tool, type in your text, scale it down, change the color to white, and I'm gonna change this font to another font which is false and make it big, something like this. And I'll duplicate this, hold down Alt, and shift and drag it to the right side, and double click on this layer and rename this 9 p.m. and I'm gonna scale it down to maybe around 30, 40 and reposition it here. And I'm going to duplicate this, hold down Alt and Shift and drag it to the left side, and I'm gonna rename this 9 July. Okay, that's all. And we're gonna drag this down, hold down Alt and copy this, duplicate this, and I'm going to rename this XJS. You know, this is just a made up name, just a dummy text. Okay, in the original example I set this font to the same font like the background, but for this example I'm gonna stick with the same font like this. Okay, so select this music and, you know, scale it down and add some spacing here, something like this, and I'm gonna adjust the space of both these. Okay, drag it, duplicate the layer and write some more text, this, and I'm gonna remove this spacing here to 0 and move it down somewhere here. All right, let's drag inside this QR code here and scale it down, this, reposition it with using your arrow keys, and right click, blending options, and select this color overlay and select this to white. All right, let's create another text here, 21 plus event, this, and I'm gonna change this back to the same font and adjust the spacing here and paragraph to the right side, something like this. And I'm gonna select the bottom font and change this to bold or something. Yes. Okay, let's grab this rectangle tool and I'm gonna draw a box which is the same size of this QR code. So I'm gonna use this size like this, hold down spacebar and you can move it around here. Okay, so I'll increase this stroke width to maybe 8 or so, and I'm gonna scale this down, Control T, and maybe I'm gonna decrease this stroke size to around 5 pixels. So the way how you do this is make sure you select this rectangle tool and you can change it here. Okay, and I'm gonna grab this and add some curve, select this 21 plus and increase this size. We're gonna save the project, design, save, and we're going to After Effects and animate this. All right, here we are in After Effects with a blank project. Double click on this project and navigate to the Photoshop file that you have saved earlier. Click on this design, go down and import as a composition retain layer size and import, and editable layers styles. Okay, and here you can see you have the composition built for you. Double click to open it, and what you have is this. So first things first, let's redesign the layout of After Effects. I'm going to select this and undock panel, and we're going to dock this to the right side somewhere here. So first things first, let's turn all the layers at 3D. Select all the layers and hit this 3D button. And in order for After Effects to work with 3D layers, you need a camera. Go to Layer, New, and create a camera, 35mm. Hit OK. Create a null object to control the camera. Make this a 3D layer, and I'm going to parent this camera to the null object. Okay, let's go down here and select this background. Hit P on the keyboard to bring up the position, and I'm gonna move this position away from the subject like this, and S to bring up the scale and scale it back up. I'm gonna select the model, which is this, and hit P on the keyboard. At the same time, you select the copy of this text that we have created on top of this. Select both of this, hit P, and we're gonna position it towards the camera, and we're gonna scale it back down to the position. this and select this toxic and try to align it perfectly. Maybe scale it up a little bit. Try to align it as close as possible. If not perfect, that's totally fine. Okay, I'll leave that for now, and I'm gonna select this, and I want this rectangle to go behind the subject. So I'm gonna find that rectangle, which is this, and move it just below the model, just like that. Okay, so if you move the camera around, hit P on the keyboard, selecting on the null, you see some parallaxing going on. So I just want more parallaxing effects, so I'm going to select the model and even move the position towards the camera like this. And if I change the position, well, that's very cool. That is the idea. And let's animate the camera first. Move the time indicator forward around maybe 2 seconds or so. Set a position keyframe. Go back to the first and move these up like this. Oops. Just to the y-axis, okay? And if you play it back, you see that. So select all these keyframes. F9 for easy ease. Go to the graph and tweak the graph, something like this. Very nice. So after the animation ends, it's very static. So to make that moving, I'm going to add a little expression to the position of the null. Hold on Alt and click on the stopwatch, and I'm gonna add a wiggle expression. Wiggle 0.5, comma 10. If I play it back now, you have some tiny movements going on throughout the animation. So that makes it more, interesting. Without a motion blur, any design is not nice. So you can see it's very clean here, so I don't like that. I'm going to select all the layers, click on the first layer, hold down shift and click on the last, turn on this motion blur. Let's add a glow to the background text. Go to effects and presets and type in glow, and I'm gonna select this toxic, and add a glow. Go to the effects and controls and change this from original colors to AB colors, and I'm going to tweak some of these settings, something like this. I'm going to copy this glow, Control C to copy, and paste it on all the other layers, Control V to paste it. I'm going to import smoke, which is this. I'm going to drag and drop it on the composition and make this a 3D layer, and change the blending mode to screen. Maybe I might want to scale it down, something like this. So we're gonna fix these edges here by drawing a mask. Select on this smoke layer. I'm going to draw a mask, something like this, and set this to subtract, and hit F to feather it, and feather it maybe around 300 pixels. So I'm gonna do the same for this background, and I'm gonna draw a box, something like that, and subtract, F to feather it, and feather it to have a smooth line. Okay, so if you play it back now, you see the mask is cutting out the background here. So we're gonna animate this mask. So let's change this mask to this color and hit MM to bring up the mask. You want this here, set a mask path, keyframe, go few frames, and maybe around here I want this mask to be here. Select all the keyframes, F9. Alright, in the original example, I added a saber effect on this stroke. You can always add a saber effect. That's very easy to create, you know how to do it. If you want, you can just leave it like this, or you add a saber effect on this outer stroke so that you have a stroke that glows at the background. Okay, I hope you learned something from this tutorial. Make sure to comment what you want to see in my next videos. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Motion Designer, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Show you how to spice up your videos and